Man, this thing looks sharp. This thing looks really good. I don't look good, but it looks good. Good bananas. Bonkers. Da-da-da-da. Nick, Nickelodeon. Y'all remember that? That was cool. I feel like I can't go to bed unless I get a lesson in. As many lessons as I got that I learned. Class. What's good? Miguel. Angela. Hey, Angela. Or getting my Spanish on tonight. What's good, Roundup fam? Good God, I gotta drop one on you tonight. I'm so excited to be going to Dallas, mañana. Flying out to Dallas at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Going to hang out with Patrick Bet-David and the Valuetainment crew. The Valuetainment crew. Oh, let me do my topic. Class tonight, it's not gonna be all real estate, but talking about the richest man in Babylon. No, you already know the topic. We're gonna talk about the cure for a lean purse. Roundup family, good evening. Pull out your book. Pull out your book. Class in session today. Ronnie, hey, my brother's here. Ronnie, I'll bring you on in a minute. Pull out your book, class. You gotta get this book, Richest Man in Babylon. I don't care if you don't like to read. Go to YouTube, listen to it. Go download the audio book. You better. I promise you. If your finances ain't where they want to be, my Roundup family, you haven't read this book. We're gonna talk about one of the cures to a lean purse. I'm gonna do a whole series on talking about this book here. I outline this book. I'm not gonna do it in order. I won't do it in order that he has it because I don't necessarily think that I like the order there. And it's my channel. I get to rearrange whatever I want, right? My brother Ronnie is here. Ronnie, I'm gonna charm you in later if you don't mind. We'll talk about the Valuetainment conference tomorrow. I'm sweating. Show business. These lights. I wish I could see these lights. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lights. Cure for a lean purse party, people. Welcome to. I gotta find a name. Can y'all help me find a name? What would you name my little nightly escapades that we come together here and talk? We just kind of hang out. Ronnie and Chris, that's right. How many times did I hear Ronnie and Chris growing up? Roundup family, good evening. If this is your first time joining me, my name is Chris Haskins. I am a real estate entrepreneur. My mission, my ministry, again, my state, my ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. Yes, I said it. I said it. Tonight, I just want to talk to you very briefly about one of my favorite books, The Richest Man in Babylon. You can see my junk looks like it's been. I don't know which one's worse. This or my Bible. They're both pretty bad. We're going to talk about I don't even want to get into the 5 laws of gold. We're going to get into that later down on this series that we're talking about. Back this thing up. Back this thing up. I don't care what you say. Hip hop runs the world. If you don't like hip hop, then oh well. Hey Daniel, what up, man? I can't do it. I gotta have you here. Brother Daniel, class, we're talking about a cure. George Clason wrote a book back in the 1920s called The Richest Man in Babylon. And I didn't read this book until maybe 4 years ago. I wish I would have read it earlier, but talks about the 5 laws of gold. Is it 5 or 6? They're laws. And then 7 cures to a lean purse. And tonight we're going to talk about one of the cures. Damn, these things do not last. Hey, Missy. Somebody want to say what up? Somebody want to say what up, Roundup family? I like doing it like do 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 do. Class, the dog is crazy. The dog is crazy. I'm crazy. Class, we're talking about part of what a part of what you earn is yours to keep. A part of what you earn is yours to keep. Now, I didn't create this class. I didn't create a nightly class with Chris. I like that, man. Chris's class. Maybe we'll do something like that, Chris. I just got your text, Chris. Yeah, man, I gotta catch you. I'll have some time when I'm sitting in the airport, so we'll be able to chop it up some more. How's the image look? Is it nasty? Shit, I don't know, man. Anyway, it'll be fine. I should have left that on there. Class, I wanted to talk to you about a part of what I own is mine to keep, of what I earn. It took me some time, class. I just want to share with you, in my opinion, what has helped me to stop barking at your reflection. What has helped me, class, go from being an okay businessman to help me be a better businessman. That's all. I'll leave it at that. So class, I want to share with you over the things that I've learned I've been an entrepreneur since 1999 when I was fired from my seventh job. Hampton University fired me, but I didn't start growing. As I learned recently, you can't go until you grow, right? If you were in my YouTube masterclass the other day, we talked about how you're gonna grow. How you gonna grow, right? You gotta grow before you can go. Anything. Let me wipe this thing off again. Is that better? Okay, so a part of what I earn is mine to keep. Let me change this. This is gonna throw me off. A part of what I earn, I gotta make it mine, right? It's mine. I think this statement here gets misconstrued. I remember when my mother used to tell me, Chris, pay yourself first, pay yourself first. I thought that that was like when I got my check in, I would pay myself so I could go spend it on myself. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, I think I might have had that wrong, Mom. Sorry about that, Grandma. I know you tried to teach me, but I wasn't receiving it back then. But I want to share with you, this is one of the 7 cures to a lean person. We're just going to go over one tonight. And as I continue this series with talking about the richest man in Babylon, which is what I want you to be, which is where we turn into the lender instead of the borrower, right? We are a lender. I'm a borrower and a lender right now because I've got certain funds moving around. But I want you to be the borrower because, like T. Harv Eker says, it's better to be in a position to lend than borrow. But it's not bad to borrow. I'm not saying that you're bad if you're borrowing because shit, I'm a borrower. So a part of what I earn is mine to keep. All right. Let me just I got my dictionary here. I got my dictionary. I want to talk to you about that word. I think the key word here, class, is this keep. Keep. And in my mind, for real estate investors, which is why you're probably watching this show, for real estate investors in raising your financial literacy, I want you to do more of this, more keeping than you got spending. I want you to do more keeping than spending because the more you keep, real estate is like this. If you can imagine, it's like this glass box. Let me show you how real estate works. It's so cool, right? Let me keep this open here. Remember from our class the other day, every drawing you do can be done with squares, triangles, circles. Every drawing. So real estate is so weird. Like this box. Let's say this box here is a glass house, right? And the more money you put into this box, eventually it gets full, right? You see that? Yeah. So this is one of my houses, right? So we do like this. You put money into it, put money into it, money into it, money into it, money into it. Keep just chunking in dollars from the top, right? Those dollars going in. Do I have the wrong joint again? No. So you keep putting money into this glass container, if you will. What's going to happen when the house gets full of money? What happens? It has to come out the bottom. Has to come out the bottom, class. It has to by default, like with anything. So if I put water in my glass here, right? Keep filling up with water, water, water. What's going to happen? The water's going to come over the top. So with real estate, what I have learned, say you got $100,000 mortgage, if you keep just paying that mortgage off, keep paying down, paying it, paying it, tenants paying it, you're putting money on it, bam, bam, whacking it, whacking it, whacking it, filling that, paying that mortgage down. All of a sudden, the bottom drops out. All the cash flow comes back to you. That's what we're going to be talking about right now. Oh man, it's a beautiful day when you get that cash flow coming in. Okay, and forget large checks, class. Get that out of your mind. Large checks ain't where it's at. I mean, it's cool to get them, but cash flow, life happens monthly. It doesn't happen in one big spurt. Okay, so a part of what I earn is mine to keep. What does that mean, Chris? You talking crazy tonight? You talking crazy tonight? They kissing. Look at that. They just licking each other. Keep. My mother used to say, Chris, pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. What do you mean by that? It doesn't. What I don't know. Paying yourself first. A part of what I earn is mine to keep. I want you to keep. And let me give you my definition of keep. What I was reading here. It's short. To retain in one's possession. To retain in one's possession. Now, what most of us do when we get our money in, right? We pay off bills, we go splurge, buy something, do whatever we want to do. We consume it, right? But what I want to urge to you is keeping to retain. Keep to retain. Now, I feel like I'm doing brain surgery. I'm getting all up in your head because I want you to be where we are. I want you to be, I don't know where you're at financially, but I want you to be where we are, where you're cash flowing houses each and every month, lease options, owner financing, where that money's coming in. Our residents either wire the money in or they go right to the bank, deposit it, and we get to spend it. Goes right to Hip National Bank. We don't spend it all, right? But keep, class. Oh man, whenever you earn some money, class, when I think of keeping means to retain. And I might hurt your mind a little bit when I talk about the word retain. When I talk about that word retain, I don't want to stretch it too far because sometimes retaining means, man, I got to keep breaking these words down. Good gracious. Sometimes retaining could mean passing on to the next generation. Now, I don't want to hurt your mind tonight, but sometimes, say for instance, for my IRA, like my IRA keeps getting filled, bills up, bills up, bills up. I move on to the afterlife. My children inherit that IRA tax free, right? So sometimes we talk about retaining money, not even for our use. It may be for your grandkids, and it really is it's a mind F. It can really F with your mind when you think about earning money that you will never spend, ever. You will keep it, retain it, retain, pass on to the next generation. Good God, when you start thinking linearly with your income streams, when you start thinking linearly, your mind just starts to just reconfigure, man. And God, I can feel my brain getting bigger when I start learning this stuff. Okay, where we at now? Keep to retain. How are we going to retain it? Having a bank account does not allow us to retain money. Why? What happens when you have money? What I mean, I don't know about you. For me, when I have money in the bank, it is inevitable that I'm going to spend it. It is inevitable. I don't know why. Maybe it's just my habits, but each and every time I get money in the bank, I just spend it. I don't even like putting it in there. Like when I go to a closing, the title company will call me like months later, like, Chris, did you cash the check from the closing? I'm like, dude, I didn't cash the check. They get pissed. One time they were going to stop payment on the check. I don't like spending it. I'm like, as soon as I cash, I'm just going to spend it. So I like to have it locked up to where I can't get to it, right? Is this right here? So I like to have it locked up. How do I lock it up? How do I lock it up? Let me see. Keep is going to be equal to locked up. Part of what I earn is not to keep. Class, if you're just joining us, this is Chris Haskins. I'm here to raise your financial literacy. Tonight, we're just going over some lessons from The Richest Man in Babylon. If you don't have this book, I urge you to go get it. I'm going to be doing either a 12-part series on this book because I believe it is valuable to the upliftment of the word uplifting of your financial literacy. So we're going to keep it, we're going to lock it up, we're going to retain it. And sometimes the retaining means passing on. But I don't want to get here yet because I don't want to scare you. I know you think the money I'm talking about is money you can go spend on something. I don't want to get you too deep yet. Get that dog. These dogs are crazy. So part of what I earn is mine to keep. Where am I going with this? Let's say you make 10 grand, whatever. In order for me, how this has worked for me being a real estate investor, I take a portion of that, and the book says, I'll read it to you. This then is the second cure for a lean purse. Budget thy expenses that thou mayest have coins to pay for thy necessities. I always try to burp when I have to talk. To pay for thy enjoyment and to gratify thy worthwhile desires without spending more than 9/10 of thy earnings. 9/10 of thy earnings. All right. So locked up, keep 9/10. So that means you get to live off of 9/10. But what would we say by keep? Put them into the houses. How real estate investors work. I'm here to tell you the reason I'm here today, not only because I've been blessed with good health and I'm grateful. I thank God for that. I know a lot of people have bad health. A lot of this stuff might not apply to you. I'm in my right sound of mind. I've got a great family support, but my health is number one. Without any of that, none of this works. If you got bad health or a family member that's sick, it doesn't work. So part of what I dine earn is mine to keep. Keep 1/10, class. Can you just keep 1/10? Now you got to put a tenth in church too, or whatever you want to put. But can you keep 1/10? Keep. Change that mind from keeping change it from I'm gonna keep it so I can spend it on what I want to I'm gonna keep it for me forever. Keep to retain. To retain. How much are you retaining? How much are you retaining, class? How much? Because at the end of the day, when you move on to the next month, if you're not retaining anything, you're back to square one. Okay, back to square one. So I know this is going to be hard for some of you, as it was hard for me to say, you know what? Damn, I'll never see this money again. And don't forget, it's just locked up here. How could we release this money here if we had to? If we had an emergency, we could refinance it. We could sell the property. We could do a 1031 exchange and get a new property. What else could we do with that? Oh, we could unlock it. If we had to refinance it and take a loan against it. The good thing about real estate, if you do try to keep it and you make a mistake, you can always refinance and get some of this money out. But if you just keep pouring money, keep. If you just constantly, when I say keep, you take that 1/10 and just dump, or your mortgages, dump, dump. All of a sudden, this house here is free and clear, all the cash flow. And class, when I tell you, your life will change when the cash flow starts coming to you and not going out to loans. That's when you're starting to win the game. All right. This gonna be a short lesson tonight, though, class. So I'm gonna do a quick Q&A at the end. So if anybody has any questions, we're gonna go over that, or any comments, we'll talk about those together. Please smash the like button on for your boy. Please smash the like button. So keep. I want to know, what are your thoughts on a part of what I earn is mine to keep. Part of what I earn is mine to keep, because once again, I want to just reiterate, I didn't understand what the definition of keep was till a few years ago. I'm like, man, shit, keep it. I want to spend it. So why is it so important to keep something? Keep, to retain it forever. Because say you make $1,000, if all the money when you buy something, class, that money is going to the vendor or the merchant. So they get to do what they want with it. Now, we do have necessities, right? Where we have food, all our commodities, power, got to have a car, all that crap. But all your money's doing like this constantly. So if you don't take that first 1/10 and lock it up somewhere that's for you, so this is almost like this is your house is your merchant. You own the merchant. You own the business that you're giving the money to. You see, instead of going out there and buying a car, or going out there and buying the fancy clothes. I know Gary V always says, you too fancy. You're broke because you're fancy. Daniel, thank you, my friend. Thank you. God bless you for your love offering. Thank you. So that your house is the merchant. This is your business. So why not pay, buy into yourself? Buy into yourself, class. And I'm not saying you have to do this, but if from my experience, and I've told you I've seen a millionaire go broke. He violated one of these seven cures for a lean purse, not paying down his mortgages. One of my mentors used to he would buy houses cash, refinance them all out, take the cash, and then next thing you know, he had so much debt, he couldn't afford to he couldn't afford to stay afloat. So yes, this is the way. And if you watch my video from earlier today, the money that goes in here could be from the government. It doesn't even have to be from money you're the money you're putting in is extra on top of your tenants. Or if this is your owner occupant house, you want to pay that off. Obviously, it's a sweat off your back. But if you watched the video earlier from Rosanna, government program for me, the government has paid down my real estate, so they're paying it down. I'm putting on top of what they're paying. So it's a win-win for me, class. And this is just one cure. One cure. We're gonna get into seven, but not tonight. I mean, shit, it's gonna take me hours to break this stuff down for real. I just whenever I read stuff, I kind of compute real estate, and this is not just. I'm not talking about earned income. This is passive, strictly passive. Why do I love passive income? Because it's taxed differently. It's taxed at the least amount. We get taxed. We pay less taxes on earned income. Okay. All right. So I filed my extension the other day. I got to do my taxes. Okay, class. So you got that part of what I earn is mine to keep. This is number one. We'll get into all seven of them as we go through time. But it was just on my heart today. I'm like, what can I share? God, I was just listening, reading my book here. All right. Any questions or comments on your definition of keep? And then we'll bring my brother on. We'll talk about this. Where are we going tomorrow? Okay, Richard, we're going to Dallas tomorrow. Round family. We're going to be. I'm going to be broadcasting live from Dallas, Texas. Any questions or comments on how do you keep your money, or what ways you think you could keep yours? Because I promise you, don't have if you don't have a system in place to keep some money, you'll spend it all. Well, I know at least for me it is. I remember once again, if you haven't heard my story, when we got our first publishing check, six-figure check, man. I went broke. I was broke in a few months. I didn't know how to manage money. Fundraiser, yes, Daniel. I talked to my wife's brother last night. He's getting all his definitions, and he's actually going to come live from the hospital. If you don't know, my wife's brother is dying of cancer. He's extremely sick. Cancer has metastasized into his body. And I'm going to do a fundraiser for him. We've already set some money aside for him, but I'm going to get the links. I don't want to do those Fundrise and those things online because they take 30-40%. I don't even want to do a YouTube chat, but I'm going to have a link goes right to them so we can donate to his family. He's got three boys and a wife. It's just a crazy story. Daniel, thank you. I'm working on that. He's working on the stuff that he needs to do on his side. Thanks, Daniel. MPI, what up? What up? What up? Anybody got anything they want to talk real quick, and then I'm gonna cut out, bring my brother on, and we'll get out of here. Hey, Chris. Yes, I got your text message, my brother. I'm gonna see. Hopefully, I have time in the airport to chat more. Williams, anything you guys want to add to tonight, or any questions? Williams, you need a 2-2 for 1100 a month in North Newport News. Trying to get a client. Williams, I do not. I don't have any rentals like that. Andrew, hey. Yes, please. I want to think of a name for my. That's a good one. Nightly class with Chris. I like that one, Chris. Crispy class. Crispy. Stream of income. Oh, this is a rental property here, my brother. That's just rental property for me. Oh yeah, my email, Daniel. Thank you for reminding me. My email class. If you need documents or any type of training that we offer, just shoot me an email at the email address in the video description or right there. Daniel put it in. Arkansas, Hurley coming in from Arkansas. Hey, Daniel, can I spend it on you? No, this stuff has to go to my kids, man. Eleanor, you're right. Hustle for your last name. You're absolutely right. If you could think like that, hustle for your last name's sake. even though your kids might go and try to blow it up, but we're going to control our wealth from the grave, right? With trusts. Danny, oh, TB, he's talking to you. Danny, TB's talking to you. Yeah, you need a 401k, Daniel. You're right. Yeah, Ronnie, this goes back to the cash flow quadrant. Absolutely right. Cash flow quadrant. You got to have that. Hey, Jesse, how much money do I save and invest on my first property? Well, actually, this is my first one here. I'm going to go over that. Matter of fact, I will have paid it off in the next few months. I'm going to show you my mortgage statement. I'm going to show you how much I paid over time, and we're actually getting that one paid off right around 15 years. Jesse, that's a good one. How much money you save and invest in your first property? But everybody's different. There is no one size fits all. What's wrong, babe? Did you have to go to that class again tomorrow? Yes. Same time? Yep. Oh, dang. I'll be done. Jesse. Jesse, I don't know that one. Yeah, Daniel, if you do a subject to, it doesn't matter what the tenant is. It really only matters about the owner. If the owner has a Section 8 tenant in there, then you can take that. That is your tenant. Ryan, the portion you keep can compound. Yes, rule of 72. Absolutely. Ryan, let me see if my brother's available. I don't see too many questions coming in. Bring my brother on. We're going to talk about. I can't believe I'm going to the Valuetainment Conference, the first one. I'm going to be so stoked. Is that a word? Is that one of those bougie words? All I spend is on gas and food. Good for you, Jesse. Look, you keep 22% of your salary in a 401k. What up, Ronnie? Let's go on the
Yo, what's up, man?
good. Yeah. Hey, I'm just doing some quick Q&A, man. Then we'll go over 401k. This dude got a 401k, 400,000. Matter of fact, class, I've got 2 deals coming up. If anybody is interested in investing with me, please send me an email. We've got a new construction coming and a renovation where we're going to be adding another second story. If you're interested in
What?
getting a high rate of return investing with me, I have integrity, honesty. I know what I'm doing. I deal with the right people. Just shoot me an email. Minimum is going to be minimum. I would say is going to be 25,000, 20 to 25. If you've got something around that, shoot me an email if you're interested in investing in some of our upcoming projects. If you're already investing with me, you don't need to email me. I will email you the deal points so you can. I'm not going to forget about it. These fools be texting me. What? Let me see what else we got. Donald, Philip, if you want to look at this deal we got, shoot me an email, my friend. John Singleton. Yeah, I can't believe he died.
Rip John Singleton,
Oh my
man.
God.
Golly.
Can I believe this shit? Do you
Boys
know
in
what
the
happened?
hood. He had a stroke. He had hypertension.
He probably was stressed out, Ronnie.
You were saying it in your video, taking care of your health. I mean, we all don't do a good enough job of it, but
Mm, mm.
hypertension is a killer, man. You gotta,
Quiet too.
yeah,
Quiet killer, along with black men. You know what, Ronnie? Black men and men in general, we don't like to. That's one thing about our dad, dude. He would tell you about some shit.
yeah, man. Preach.
Prostate. Wouldn't even know what sleep apnea was unless he told me what it was.
Dad has been in our business all our life.
Yeah. We don't talk about it. God, I can't believe dude's dead. No doubt he had money to take care of it, Ronnie. I mean, what? Is this neglect? I don't know.
Well, it brings to light, Chris, that unfortunately we had this happen recently with Luke Perry. Remember him? 90210 star. It's like
Mhm.
53, 54, and now John Singleton's 51.
I can't
I'm
believe
gonna
it.
be 50 this year, dude. It's like, I don't know what to say. Just do the best you can.
Yeah.
Enjoy life, but I just, you know what I say, Chris? I'm like, look, I know you like cake. Don't eat cake all day, every day. You know what I mean? You can have the cake, just not all day, every day.
Nice. That's right. Class, Chris, I see you there. You got 25K. Okay, we got investors coming on. Chris, that's right. My friend Chris converted his traditional IRA, praise God, over to a self-directed Roth IRA. I'm so happy for you, Chris. Now you get to direct your own holdings. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we got
Christopher,
three people here. Go ahead, Ron.
To add on to your thing about what you can keep, there's a person that posted that they've been putting 22% of their earnings
I saw
into
that.
the 401k and grew it to $400,000. And so for people who do not want to be an entrepreneur, they just like your teachings, they want to learn as much as they can. You have to understand something, guys. Like you may think you don't have anything to invest, you only have $25. Well, what I meant by compounding money is once you put $25 in and you're making 8%, the next month you have 50 in there and it's compounding at the 8% of the 50 and so on
Hmm.
and so forth. So right now he's getting 8% on 400,000 instead of 8% on the $100 he had in 12 years ago.
Nice.
You gotta learn that stuff. You gotta go read up on that. Compounding money.
You just got to know, dude. I mean, it's weird now that I look at compound. I remember back in '04. I remember reading that Einstein said compounding interest was the most powerful force in the universe. I remember reading that somewhere.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I'm like,
But
I
it
don't
works
believe that
against you.
crap. Yeah.
It works against you. It compounds the other way.
If you don't have any, if you don't put any in,
If you don't put any in, you scare money can't win. It's like, man,
you're in
yeah,
trouble. You're in trouble. It's so weird, Ronnie. And I'm looking at even with this model here, this is just one model though, dude. You do
yeah.
this times 10, and then you got this rain shower coming out, and it goes like this.
Look at this, dude. It's snowing here. Can you see that?
You've got to be joking.
Can you see that?
That is ludicrous. That is
It is
ludicrous.
snowing.
That's ludicrous,
It's
dude.
it's crazy.
Where are you for my viewers that don't want to know where you are, Ronnie?
Colorado Springs, Colorado. Now it's going to be a little bit of snow. It'll be 70 degrees later this week. I'll be in Dallas. But either way,
Be 100 down there.
yeah.
Ricardo, what type of return we typically pay our investors around between 7 and 8%. We can go depends on what you have, but I had some people contact me with 10,000. I'm going to see what I can do to cut and paste that, but 25 would be, and it's like I'm not saying I'm bigger, badder, better, worse, good or bad. It's just we're talking about $200,000 deals each one of these. So putting 10 grand at it is just kind of challenging. That's all. Ronnie, my brother,
Yes, sir.
how are you feeling about tomorrow? What time does your plane leave for the Valuetainment Vault Conference?
10:30, Colorado time, Mountain time. So that's like 12:30 your time.
Yeah, but you're on the same time as Texas, right? As Dallas.
I don't know. I mean, all I know is I get there at 1, and then I'm Uber
Wow.
over to wherever we're going, the Hyatt or whatever, and wait in the lobby for you to get there and let me in the room.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool, man. I am looking forward to hanging out with you. Hopefully, we will have one beer, maybe one, not a
Yeah.
whole bunch, and learn a lot, man. I can't wait to broadcast too. Did you see that book that he has? That thick manual he's giving out.
Yes, sir. I can't wait to get all that knowledge, man. Like, just learn something new. I know it sounds funny. Like, we're not promoting the vault, guys. It's just lifelong learning. You just got to learn something. I can only get so much in my head from my own head. So I got to
Mhm.
get other information in it so that I can grow.
That's right, dog. That's right. And I'm just thinking about you being a car dealer. I mean, cars are like one industry. Well, real estate and cars are two of the biggest, but still, it's one
It's just one. It's just a stream of income. It's nothing more.
commoditized stream of income.
Yeah.
When did you start looking at it like that, Ronnie? As opposed to, I'm the car guy. I live cars. When did you start saying,
Christopher Allen Haskins, it's all been because of you and the new rich.
really?
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I have other things that are worth money. I'm building. No, I got streams. I've always been. I got streams of income, right? I am not like Chris. Chris is a full time investor in the cash flow quadrant. I'm more of an S and a B, so like a self employed and business owner. So all of my streams of income from real estate are properties I hold. I hold those properties. So yes, there are good ways to have streams of income, but I'm looking at this like, man, I'm missing opportunities and
Wow.
missing compound interest. So yeah, I'm happy to go learn with you, man. It's gonna be fantastic.
Wow, that is so cool, man. That's good to hear that stuff too. I hope we're having an impact on people, Ronnie. And it's not
Yeah,
like you, I look at you like you're almost 50.
yeah.
Why not fucking take the time to learn something and just maybe, who knows what the future holds for you, Ronnie? Who knows?
No,
I mean, who know? I mean, you could be flying around the country just teaching people about success. You could be teaching people how to become car dealers. I mean, is the sky the limit for you?
It's sky's the limit, and it's more importantly, it's affecting my entire business. I had a team meeting today. We have our Monday morning meetings,
Mhm.
and I'm talking to one of the sales guys, and he's like, "Look, I need to be able to build a business like you." He's working within my umbrella, so he's building a business within my. He's representing our brand, but he's like, "I need to do this, this, and this," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm not good at that, but you are, and you need a budget." And so it's just opening my mind instead of closing it off and going, "We don't
Mm.
do it that way." Like, remember that? We don't do it that way. Do what I said, son. Dig the hill uphill. You don't need that truck.
Remember, I texted you yesterday about cleaning that damn grill.
Yeah,
Our
I know. I
father's
was like,
side. You want to tell them the story?
"Oh, is that why you sent it to me?" So Chris sent me, "Oh, we had the Brillo pad to grill no matter what instead of just heating it up really hot and then scraping it."
Dude, you cut the grill on and you scrape it off, and it's over.
It's over.
Our
But
father's plan. Go ahead. You can tell them. Go ahead, Ronnie. Tell them shit.
Dad would make us after the food was done. Just I think that's our work ethic, though. Like, you got to clean that grill the way I said do it right now with a Brillo pad.
Oh,
You
and
know,
Jesus. The next day, don't forget, it's the next day, and we're talking about hamburger meat, not steak. Hamburger meat, where it's all grease to just drip down and
do
ketchup.
not turn the grill on. Use the bucket, the water, the Brillo pad, and clean it.
Class, we would
I
be.
think,
Good.
but sometimes that's a whole class, Chris. It's like you said it. You're like, you got to grow before you go. It's like maybe you do need to clean it with a Brillo pad so you learn the value of it before you flip the switch and make it easier. Like maybe that's why
Wow.
we work so hard. I as
Wow.
much as we discount Dad, I think that he deserves a lot of credit sometimes because we had to do things so difficult that
Mm.
when we found out there was an easier way to do it, it was like, oh my God. It
Wow,
was
man.
like, yeah.
I don't like
He's
that
like an
for you,
evil
man.
genius. It's
Class,
like,
I
God.
gotta take this picture. Dude, we had a grill, right? And we would cook up. We lived on a hill. We cook out up here at the deck, but at the bottom, we had to take the grill down to the bottom of the yard so the grease would flow down in the water with the hose. And we had these things. They were called SOS pads. They were like these Brillo pads, and we would pull the grill off and just
Yeah.
each line. You're talking about what, 30 little lines?
It's just crazy.
No
Yeah.
gloves, the shit just going. I'm like, Dad, I'm like, why? The stuff going down, and then you're scraping it, and the Brillo pad's turning into just chicken wire as you're trying to.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I cut the grill on. I'm like, and the heat burns the food off. I'm like, Dad, why didn't you just?
But
I never
here's the
asked.
lesson. Here's the lesson you're missing. You care that your grill is clean.
I
And
do.
so you
I do.
heat it up and you clean it. Without suffering, there is no advancement. There is no
Right.
growth,
Without pain, there's no new
without
life.
pain. Oh my God, dude. There's so many things. Like, we had these trees, they were called money trees. You guys from the East Coast, you know what a money tree is? Those little shrubbery with little bitty leaves. Well, he would trim those leaves over top of rocks. The landscape was rocks. And Dad said, I'm gonna trim up this stuff and y'all are gonna pick every leaf out of the rocks. And I was like, you gotta be crazy. There's like 100 bazillion leaves. And so one year I'm like,
Like a
Dad,
box. That's a boxwood tree. What people don't. It looks like a little boxwood.
we
That's
would
what they
pick
call.
those things up, dude. But then I would be like, Dad, can we put a tarp down and catch the leaves? And he was like, no, you're going to pick them up. And
Oh
like
my gosh.
cutting the grass, using snips to do, everybody's
Oh
using weed eater now. We use snips. They're like the little
God.
hand scissors on my knees going
Scissors.
around an acre. Evil genius, dude. See, now I go outside and cut the grass. I still care about it. I still care that the lawn is maintained. I care. It's instilled in
Wow.
me. It's just enough, man.
Wow. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing by having a house. You know, it's weird. I tell my kids, I'm like, I was the dishwasher.
Yeah.
I was the freaking you didn't have dishwasher machine.
Look at this dude. He's never used this. He only knows these numbers right here. He doesn't know anything else.
Oh my
You know?
lord.
Yeah,
Adversity.
we had
Are we destroying our kids too? I'm like, even when I think
Yes.
about destroying my family,
Patrick Bet David said it. They're soft. The baby boomers had it hard, and then we had it easier. And now we have it easier, and we're making their lives. You know what my daughter did to me? I'm gonna say this on freaking YouTube. I'm sitting there with my daughter last night, and I was like, "Why are you in bed so early?" My mommy's not proud of me. I'm like, "Mommy said that she ain't proud of you," and they were arguing. Mommy's not proud of me. I said, "Okay, so why are you mad at me?" And she said, "Because you married the woman that's not proud of her daughter."
oh my lord, wow, that is crazy, man.
Hey, class, she's 9. I mean, like she's just so smart, you
Wow,
know? Yeah. I mean, she's a
crazy.
kid, so it's not a big deal. But it's a true story.
Nice. Okay, so we're going to be sharing stories like this class as Ronnie and I matriculate through the Valuetainment Conference. And I wish he had a way we could promote this and like sell tickets, man, because I'm sure we could have been getting people to come down and having like a little mini conference on the side down there, Ron.
Yeah,
Nice.
they sold out now, but
It's all sold
I
in the whole
think
thing.
we have tickets to our room. It'll be like $3,000 for a 5-minute tour to be on live on YouTube.
Ronnie, what do you think about having a freaking app for a conference, dude? I can talk to anybody. I can talk to every person that's coming.
We have it. I
That's
know.
what
I've
I
already
know.
got some dude connected for me from some cryptocurrency thing, and he's like talking to me. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm gonna meet so many people. It's gonna be nuts.
Class, let me show you this. They have a app for a conference that is so genius. Where is it at? Valuetainment. It must not be on here yet. Where is it at?
No, it's something you can create too. It's like the platform he's using. Uh, it's a platform you can use too.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll show you class. I'll show you tomorrow when we get down there. But you got hundreds of people coming. The app, you could just go through there and be like, he looks interesting. Doot. Hey, man, my name's Chris
No,
Haskins. This is crazy.
you're not thinking big enough, Chris.
What do you mean?
I'm putting it out there right now. Once we hit class, we hit 1 million subscribers on Chris's channel and 500 on mine. Got to
That'd
have
be
both
cool.
of those. We are
That'd be
having
cool.
a conference for all of the real estate roundup.
Roundup family. That'd be cool, man.
1 million subs. Yeah.
Wow.
Why
I,
not? Put it in the universe, man. It's going to come back.
1 million subs. I mean,
Yeah.
wow. Good God. I was just happy to
Are you
get,
kidding me?
huh?
It's going to be a conference. You're going to be on the stage. You're going to have, you know, Newport News, I guess, Hampton Roads, right on the
Why not?
stage at Hampton where you do the sound.
We'll
It's
do it
fun.
like Pharrell Williams just did. He did a big thing called Something in the Water out here. Had just tens of thousands of people out here.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good, class. All right, that's all I already had, Ronnie. Anything else you want to talk about? We're gonna be going live every night from Dallas, Texas this week.
Yeah, man, we sure will. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. Like, my whole team in my office is like, go and relax. I'm like, I can't relax. But they're like,
This is straight grind mode.
yeah,
This is just grinding.
it's going to be great, dude. I can't wait, man. Well, we'll be live
That's
as
fun.
much as we possibly can
There you
down
go.
there.
If anybody, please, class, chime in the comments, not in the chat, but the comments. I can get the comments easier. What would you like to see us do at the Valuetainment Conference? Who would you like us to interview? I'm going to do my best to get Patrick Bet David. I probably won't,
Yeah.
but I'm going to try to get as many entrepreneurs on the channel as possible. Give me some questions. I'm here to tell you, people that are coming to the Vault Conference are freaking A-listers, dude. They're coming from, what do you say, 400 countries or 40 countries?
I don't know, man. It's nuts. I've never been to anything like this before in my life. It's going to be fantastic.
Nice. All right, class, round up. I love you. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. All right, Ronnie.
Peace.
Love you, man. Peace.
Are you off?